Okay. Hey guys, today we're doing the ham salad, macaroni salad, and the bean salad. And I actually made I wanted to just try this recipe that I found for this vanilla pudding. So I made it and I'm quite pleased with it. So I'll tell you what I did for it. Saturday, we're going to be doing the cheese enchiladas, everything from scratch, and then the fried rice. And I may do that strawberry pretzel dessert, depending on the time, because those videos are going to be pretty long. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I had told y'all we're going to do the macaroni salad first, and I told you go ahead and cook your macaroni and get it ready. And I already chopped the ham for the ham salad, and I drained the veggies, and I'll walk you through that for the bean salad. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and chop nice hard-boiled 3 eggs to go in the macaroni salad. And I'm going to chop them just, run chop pretty good. All 3 of them, like that. And if you're going to be here for the cheese enchiladas, it's at 3:30. Done a lot earlier because it will take, I'm thinking an hour and a half, between that hour and hour and a half. Because I'm going to be cooking the sauce from scratch and measuring that and everything, showing you that. And then it's got to cool while we're getting the corn tortillas ready. And then I already have my 3 cheeses, which is cream cheese. I use sharp shredded cheese, and I use a Mexican cheese. And that's what I put in them. So anyway, I've got the eggs chopped up here, and I'm going to add them to the bowl here with the macaroni that's already cooked and drained and everything cool. Put that in there like that. And in this bowl, I'm going to go ahead kind of mix the egg and the macaroni together here. And I'm going to I have some other things to go in it. I'm going to put a little red onion, minced red onion in it, and I will add some cubed cheese at the end. Like I said, you all can put bigger pieces of the ham in, or bacon bits, or whatever else you want in it. This is just what I'm using. And I've already got my cheese cubes cut up and ready. So I'm going to put in here some mayonnaise. This is for the macaroni salad we're doing first. I'm going to add a tiny bit of this Dijon mustard here, a little bit of it in here, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And I'm going to put a little bit of paprika in here. This one open here. Hold on. This one's not always open for me. Okay. Sprinkle that in. It does give a little bit of taste, not a lot, but I use it. And I put a little bit of onion and garlic powder in. Because I don't put a whole lot of red onion in there. You can use more. You can put celery. You can put other things in, whatever you prefer. It's up to you. This is just the way I do mine. Garlic powder. Then I'm going to take a splash of the apple cider vinegar and put in there, probably a good teaspoon. Going to mix this up. And now I haven't put all the mayonnaise in it much. I'm just trying to get this basically going. Put a little bit of the sugar, like I said. I put about a tablespoon of sugar in. Going to put salt in here, and we will taste this and adjust it, and pepper. in here. And I get this going. I'm going to take some chopped pickle relish and put in. I'm going to put 2 heaping tablespoons, that just a regular tablespoon, not a measuring tablespoon. I don't use a lot of them actually. And I'm going to take and actually add another dollop, about another good tablespoon of the mayonnaise. And I'm going to taste this in just a minute. I do add a little bit of dry mustard to this also, just a little bit. It gives a little bite, and the Dijon does too because it's got the other base in it. So let me just taste this and see where we're at. It's pretty good, actually. Surprised. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And then we're gonna mix this thoroughly. And these are kind of, if you want to see some side dishes that didn't take a long time. However, you're going on a picnic or going someplace and taking this, you're going to be outside. I would keep this in a Tupperware container on ice. Take it out when you want to dip it out and put it right back in. It doesn't need, it's got mayonnaise and egg in it. I wouldn't leave it out. Now the bean salad would be fine. Same thing with the ham salad. You wouldn't want to do that either. All right. Let me go ahead and add the cheese cubes in. Get my rag here. Wipe my hands off them to make a mess when I cook usually. Okay, and I'm going to take and just toss that cheese in there. Like I said, you can add other things. You can add celery. You can add whatever you want in here, actually. I do have one more thing I forgot to pull out. I just thought of it. I'm going to, hold on. I do usually take a little bit of frozen peas and add in there. It really makes it good. And I like it. Not, it'd have to be either fresh or frozen peas, not the canned. They're going to get too mushy. Just put, I'm just saying, just put about, I don't know, I'm thinking a good half a cup in there because it really gives a little bit of taste, different taste, and I like it that way. And plus it gives you some more color. And just mix it up. I had plenty of dressing. I did not make huge amounts because certain people in the household are on dieting and strict diet, so they can't have a lot of things. So I didn't make a big amount like sometimes I do. So stir this up, go from the bottom, and down with the spoon again, and get a bigger spoon here, and I'm going to taste this again. It's going to be pretty good. Let me go ahead and mix this with another spoon. Pretty tasty. I would let it set a little bit more and then retaste it and see. But I think it's pretty good where it's at. So there we have, let me clean that up a little bit in my bowl. I usually have some better mixing bowls. Now that's what I do, use my hands a lot when I cook. And I just turn that around there like that. And we'll move on. Next, I'm going to do the ham salad. And I told you I'll go ahead and mince up your ham salad. This is all I did because I don't need to make a big amount because, like I said, certain people they're dieting and stuff in the house. I'm gonna take again and add some sweet relish to this, a little bit more than I did for the macaroni salad. And I take it easy on your salt because the ham's pretty salty. You always add more later. And of course, pepper. And gonna mix it right in there like that. Again, I'm gonna put a little sprinkle of the just a little bit of sprinkle of the dry mustard. I don't know, it just adds good taste to them. I like it better. It has a little, dry mustard has a little bite to it. And this is good. You can eat this on lettuce cups or in a tomato or, you know, on buns, bread, whatever you want to do. Just giving you some dishes that don't take a long time to make, but they're good and they're not real expensive either. Let me taste this one. See where I'm at. That's the ham salad. It's really pretty good right there. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and add just a tad bit more mayonnaise and a tad bit more of the pickle relish. And because I taste stuff so much, mixed things, I always have a bunch of spoons to do. But that's just the way it is when you cook. Set this over here. Put the lid on my Dijon mustard because I'm not going to use any more of it. So you have your macaroni salad, and this is your ham salad. You need to let them get good and cold, you know, in the fridge. You can add egg to this if you want. I didn't because there's egg in the macaroni salad, so I did not. And let me see next. So this, like I said, this is the ham salad. Actually, I'm going to take this and put it in a different bowl because this one is a little bigger, but the bowl's a lot cleaner. So from being mixed up, just looks more presentable. Remember, people eat with their eyes. So there I got that. I didn't make a lot. You can double that. Just guess it. How much your ham, when you're chopping it up in a food processor or whatever, how much you want, because it's the size of your family, and that's what I would base that on. Totally. Here's my hands up, right? Okay. Next, I have the bean salad. And I had told you all to go ahead and drain it. And I used 1 can of red kidney beans, 1 can of black beans. I used 1 small can of the Italian sliced green beans that were not salted at all. I put about a half a cup of fresh corn, or not fresh corn, frozen corn in. And then I sliced a couple little colored bell peppers in there just so you've got quite a bit of color. And then I'm going to take probably 2 tablespoons of minced onion and put in there. This now would be fine. Like the coleslaw recipe I did. They have you know, they don't have any mayonnaise in them. This one, so this would be fine in the summertime. It's not gonna, nothing's gonna spoil in it. Let me get a little bit of salt and some pepper here. Like I said, take it easy on your salt products because you can always add more to it. And then I'm going to take and mix a dressing. I'm going to get a small bowl for that. And I'm just eyeballing this stuff, guys. I am. Like I said, there's no mayonnaise in this. So let me put these spoons over here out of the way. And then put my lid on my mayonnaise so I don't knock it over. It doesn't have any relish in it, so I'm done with that. I'm going to use a little bit of paprika on top of that macaroni salad. And I'm going to put a little bit in here for the bean salad. And it's just regular paprika, not smoked, just regular paprika. About a good teaspoon. And I'm going to use garlic powder. About half a teaspoon of that. About half a teaspoon onion powder in there. And again, I go back to apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna put, probably a good 3 tablespoons in there, or about, I'm gonna say about 1/4 cup on that. And let's see here, you get this mix. And I'm going to put, of course, like I said, a little bit of sugar in it because it just takes that wang out of the bite off the. You want a little bit of acid taste, but you don't want it to be overwhelming. Then I'm just going to take regular vegetable oil. You could use extra virgin olive oil. I'm just going to use vegetable oil in this today. And I put probably about 1/4 cup. Now, I'm going to taste this before I pour it on the beans, because the bean salad, because it's a light dressing and you need to check that and make sure it's going to be where your taste is at on that. So, let me get a spoon here. See. And it definitely needs more sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and put that other tablespoon I had. And it needs a little another hit of vinegar. I think got a little bit too much oil, guessing at that. And I'm using another pinch of salt too, because I could, it's kind of flat in there. Okay. You see here. Stir this where it's blended good. Let me taste it again. And I can tell you where I'm at on that. That's good. Perfect. It's got a little bite to it. What you want? You're going to just toss that in your bean salad, which I said, I have 1 can of drained black beans. I have 1 can of drained kidney beans, and I rinsed them. 1 can, small can, these are all small, regular size, not the 15 ounce, I think they are. The Italian green beans, I took about frozen corn, probably about half a cup. And I took and put a couple of colored bell peppers in there, the little miniature ones. Just sliced it thin. I got about 2 tablespoons of red onion, and then the dressing I just showed you. So you have to go back through the video and just kind of watch it again. So, because like I said, I guess it's stuff, guys. I don't have precise recipes for this stuff. I just don't. On some I do, because I made enough to where I can tell, but on others I don't. Taste this again. And this gets better as it sits. That's very good. Like that. So again, I didn't make a lot of ham salad because we have people dieting. I did take and chopped up, food processor, some ham, not real fine. You can make fine if you want to. And I just put sweet relish, mayonnaise, dry mustard, 2 spices, salt and pepper, and that. And of course, I already made the macaroni salad first thing for y'all. So you'll have those, go back and watch, and you'll have the ingredients. Now, I did try something. I had never tried this. Another lady on YouTube that I watch all the time. her name was Phyllis Stokes, and she had a channel called southernfrugal.com, and she was a home cook also. But I did her vanilla pudding. I didn't have a double broiler like she did, but I took a pan of, hot water, and I put a bowl that would fit there. But what I did in the bowl, you take, and I made, I made 1.5 recipe because I need a little bit more to get these 4 little things. Is three cups of milk. Is I put the milk aside. First, you take 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and you take, I took 1/3 cup of sugar plus 2 extra tablespoons because I made 1.5 batches. And I mix those together because the cornstarch, the sugar breaks the cornstarch up. And then I put a pinch of salt in there. And then I took and whisked in the 3 cups of milk, and I started doing that over that bowl. Mine did not get like a regular boiler and get hot enough for me to have a boiler for me to do that. So when it started getting closer, I just took it out of the bowl, dumped the water, dried it out, and put the contents in a pan. It was done like in 2 or 3 minutes. But I've been letting it sit there simmering, on the stove for probably a good 15 minutes. But I took 3 beaten egg yolks, and I set them aside, and I used 2 teaspoons of vanilla, which I don't use actually teaspoons. I just use 2 capfuls on the vanilla, and I use 3 tablespoons of butter at the end. So what you do, as that stuff thickens a little bit and gets warm, pretty warm, not hot, you're going to take those 3 egg yolks, and you're going to whisk them up, and with the whisk, you're going to put them into that mixture. And see, because you don't want your eggs to cook or be lumpy. And then you're going to let that, cook for a little bit. And then you're going to, I took it, because I was running out of time, I just took it, like I said, and I dried the pan out, and I put the contents in there, and it didn't take it 2 minutes, and it thickened right up. And, but I stirred the 2 teaspoons, the 2 capfuls of vanilla and the 3 tablespoons of butter in at the end. But I got these 4 little cups, and it set up really nice. And I tasted it out of the bowl. It was really good. But I have my own too that my grandmother taught me. I just wanted to try that because mine's for the vanilla custard for like a coconut pie or banana cream pie. I also have my grandmother's chocolate one she did. It's just a difference in you have to have a little thicker for a homemade pie. So that's what I did for you today on here. And Saturday, I'm going to do the cheese enchiladas, the fried rice. I'm going to make a side of guacamole salad and a little bit of pickle de gallo to go with that. Now, it is going to be a little longer video because I'm going to actually go on the stove and make the sauce step by step by step. And we're going to get that thick and set it off the burner to cool while we're doing the corn tortillas in some oil, and then you got to go back and bluff and dry. And the reason why you fry them a little bit so they're easier to fold, and I take and put some of that sauce in the bottom of my dish and I'm baking them in, and I kind of coat my corn tortillas, and I put, well, you'll get to see Saturday, and I put the cheese mixture, which is 8-ounce package of cream cheese. I take an 8-ounce thing of, I take a block of grated 8-ounce sharp cheese, and I'll show you the other cheese here that I was talking about. I get one this size, the Mexican cheese. This is what it looks like, guys. Now, let me see right here. This is it. That's it right there. Okay, so, and then it's going to be made from scratch. You want to do go along with me? Get you a little bit of, have a lot of your just basic spices and some cornstarch, or no, flour, and butter for the roux for the sauce. And you just need a little bit of tomato paste, either in the tube or a little bit out of a can. And I told you can take it and put it in a baggie and freeze it. Go back in there and get it as you need it. So we're gonna make that up. You need some good corn tortillas. I shop at Walmart's, and again, I specify do not buy Great Value brand corn tortillas. They fall apart, and I don't like them. I pay a little bit more, which I'm talking about 50 cents more to do 30 of them. So it's still under $2. And you just have to have some oil to fry those in, and quite a bit of paper towels because you're going to have to blot the grease out of it good. And then those 3 cheeses. And then a couple of avocados, a little bit of cilantro, maybe a red onion to dice up for it to go on the block. And the pico de gallo. And of course, you'll have your, that, like I said, cilantro and some tomatoes. And a couple limes. And you also need chicken broth for the sauce for the burritos. If I think I'm going to have time, which I'm not sure, I may just have to do, because we're going to do the rice too. I'm not sure at this time if I'm actually going to do a dessert that day, because I don't want to run a video long. Now, starting next week, 16th, my grandchildren go back to school. I'm going to be doing a lot of maybe small videos through the week. A new biscuit recipe I love. I'm going to make a copycat banana bread that Starbucks has. I'm going to show you some other dishes, different kind of cold desserts that you can put in the refrigerator. I'm even going to do a cheesecake also. I'm going to start just doing some videos like that, and you can go back. I'm going to make this peanut butter cup too, and it's actually where you take these cupcake wrappers and you cut them down a little bit, and you put them in the regular size cupcake pans, and you melt this chocolate and you coat it. You set them in the freezer or refrigerator to let that set up good. And then it's just taking your choice of peanut butter. It can be the crunchy or the creamy. Powdered sugar, that's going to get mixed up and put in there. And then more of that chocolate's going to go over the top, and they're going to be set in to cool to set up. And right before they set up good, you're going to take just a little bit of sea salt and just sprinkle just a teeny bit on each one of those. I want to try those. I've not had them. They look great, and they sounded pretty easy to do too. And why not make your own at home instead of paying what they want from the store for peanut butter cups? And it's something you could do with kids or grandkids also. So that's going to be some things, but probably my videos, my lives will go to like Saturday and Sunday for a while. Unless I decide, I'll probably do maybe one a week also in the afternoon, early afternoon. Like maybe chicken and dumplings. I'll do the, some things like that, maybe chili or something. I hope it starts cooling off in another couple of weeks where we can start enjoying those things. But like I said, I have some other crock pot things. I have a vegetable soup, homemade vegetable beef soup that's really good that we can do some. I think soup's good anytime. So anyway, that's what I have for all you lovely ladies today. And like I said, the pudding, I'm going to take and just put some sliced, you can use some whipping cream on there if you want. I'm just going to take and put, I have some extra strawberries. I'm going to just take and slice them and put them on top of that pudding. It's kind of cut through the sweetness of the pudding. So anyway, I hope you all are learning some tips. It's not hard to be a home cook. It's mainly just a guessing game and learning. You just have to practice at it like you do probably anything in life and you don't have to be perfect or get to perfection to cook. I have things that don't always turn out. I have things that have been a disaster. So that's just part of home cooking. But as I've got older, I usually have figured out how to fix them or what I did to correct it. So it's not a repeat. So anyway, I will talk to you all. I'm going to do some lemon refrigerator bars too. This is kind of nice to have. They're not hard to make. Anyway, have a good rest of your week, and I will see you all on Saturday at 3:30, and we will make cheese enchiladas and the other items I talked about. And I do appreciate y'all being here, like I said, and I hope you enjoy and try the recipes. Thank you, and y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.